Hi everyone, welcome back to the HackerRank SQL series, and this is the third video. So please do subscribe to the playlist. So the link is in description. So in today's video, we will solve two questions, that is select all and select by ID. So we are in basic select subdomain of this HackerRank SQL series, and I'm combining these two questions because these are two very basic questions. So let's start with select by all. So the question name is select all. So let's understand the question. So query all the column attribute for every row in the city table. So it is simply asking to display all the column from a city table. So it's a very basic select statement, and as we know, to query all the column, either we can use a star or we can write each column name one by one. So I will simply use a star here, and let's prepare the question. Query select star, and I will write a from clause, and our table name is city table. So let's write a city table. So it is like a very basic select statement for warm up only, and there is no any filter condition and nothing is like that. So here we can either use a star or we can use all the column by comma separated. So let's run this particular code. So it says congratulations, test case is passed. So and we got all the data from this city table. So there is nothing much in this particular select question, but let me show you how we can write all the column name one by one. So let's say there is an ID column, then I will write name, then country code, district, and the last column is population. So we can do in this style as well. So we can write all the column name one by one as well here, and the only syntax is we need to give a comma separate, and for the last column there will not be any comma here. So this is the syntax of a basic select statement. So let's run this statement as well. Okay, so we got the output. So see, the output is exactly the same. So there are two ways we can do the select to get all the column from a table. So simply we can use a select star, or we can use all the column one by one. But the good practice is we should always mention the column name, but for a practice purpose, select star is fine. So that's it in this particular question. So let's submit the code as well. Yeah, so it says the test case passed successfully. You have completed this question. So now let's move to the next select query, next question. So that is nothing but select by ID. So let's solve this as well. Select by ID. So let me open it. Okay, now let's understand the query. So the question name is select by ID. So query all the columns from a city table where ID is equal to 1661. So again we need to query all the column from a city table, and in this city table there is the ID field. So that is nothing but a city ID, and it is given 1661. So we need to query the city table, and we need to filter the data on the ID column, and the value is 1661. So as we can understand, as we can see, it's the ID field. So maybe like each and every country is having a unique ID. So we are expecting that only one record we will be getting from this particular table. So I hope the question is clear. So let's write a select statement. Select, and for again to query all the column, I will simply use a star. Select star from table name is city, and as we already know, to filter the data from a table for any given condition, we use a where clause. So let's write a where clause. Where column name is ID, where ID is equal to 1661. So if you see here, the 1661 I have given, so I'm not using any single quote to provide this particular value, because ID is a number field, and for all the number field we can directly provide the value, and that is the good practice. So we shouldn't be enclosing single quote, because if we do a single quote here, again the conversion will happen at runtime, and that is not a good practice. So let me run this first and we will see. Okay, so we got one output here. So in the result set there is a one record. So it seems that every city is having a unique ID, and for this 1661 the city is Sayama. So we got the output. Now let's understand the query part. So we are again using a star keyword to get all the column, and then we have applied a where condition to filter our data based on this 1661. And as I mentioned that even we can enclose this in a single quote, we will not get any error. So let me show you that as well. So let's try to put it in a single quote and let's see if we get the same output or not. So let's run the code. So we got exactly the same output, but what is happening here, so this particular value is getting converted at runtime, so it's not a good practice. So we should always follow the same data type. We shouldn't be doing a naming convention from a performance point of view. So let me remove it again. So I hope this is clear, and if you have any queries and any doubts, so please do mention in the comment box. So thanks for watching, and let me see you in the next video. So happy learning.